Welcome back to Beamerview. For today's video, we're going to be going over all the different camera systems in a BMW. Ladies and gentlemen, if this is your first time on this channel, what we do here is teach you every little thing there is to know about BMWs. So if you yourself want to learn everything there is to know about your car, do yourself a favor, subscribe to the channel because we put out content every single week. So I've been getting a ton of questions about all the different camera systems in a BMW. Depending on which BMW you have, depending on which BMW package you got, you may be somebody who has a camera here. You may also be somebody that also has the full 3D view camera. You may also be somebody who has the panorama view or the regular parking view or this cool little side view that you see right there. So obviously there's a whole lot of different things going on here. So we made this video just to quickly go over all the different types of camera systems, when you would be using what and how to use them. And also where they are located, because there are a few that you may have never known that you had, including one way up here. This one's going to be one of the most important ones, and probably a ton of different BMWs have this as long as you have the package. Keep in mind, if you have a BMW, a lot of these camera systems are going to be included if you get the Parking Assistance Plus package or Parking Assistance Pro. If you do not have those packages, more likely than not, you may just have a regular rear view camera. You're not going to have all these crazy 3D views and whatnot, but that's completely fine. So number one, let's go through Drive Recorder. A lot of people already know what this is, but a lot of people never even activate this. Drive Recorder is basically a dash cam inside your BMW. Once you go into settings, you're going to see this red icon here called Drive Recorder. And then if you've never used it before, never activated it before, what you're going to see is this message right here. Now, personally speaking, I would make sure I activate this in every single car, because if anything, God forbid, happens to your car, if somebody hits it quite hard enough to set off the alarm, more likely than not, you're going to have video evidence that you could show to your insurance as to whatever happened. It could also save you a court case. What I like to do is whenever I see this message, I click on Use Predefined Settings. So it's basically a preset that you can just confirm on and then press confirm one more time. And then that is really all you have to do, just to make sure that you give permission for the BMW to record if anything ever happens. So at this point, you're going to see all your recordings inside here. They're all going to populate. You can export them to the BMW app or a USB stick that could go into here or inside here. You can also manually record it. You can also save this as a shortcut if you click and hold it. You can save that as a shortcut potentially. And then you can also do a manual recording if you hold down one of the buttons way down here. So some cars, they may have another camera right there. If you hold that down, it'll auto record. Or if you hold this button down, you can also record that way as well. You can see that once you are inside the Drive Recorder view, it just took a video clip, and then if I play it, obviously nothing really moved around the car, but you can go left, right, front, and rear. So it's pretty cool. You can also delete them all at once if you needed to. But yes, that is going to be Drive Recorder. A very unusual one is going to be AR view. So that's the view that you see right there. I've actually seen some cars that didn't have Parking Assistance Plus, the package that has the 3D view. Some vehicles may also still have this, so you may want to check in yours to see if it has it or not. But the way you can get this view up here is your hamburger icon right there, or if you have a settings icon, you may just want to click on it, and then it could be one of the views that you see listed here. So content, you got things like trip computer. AR view, I got to this screen by clicking on AR content right there. They also call it Augmented view, but this camera is actually not located in the front of the grille. This camera is actually located way up here, right in front of the rear view mirror. You can't see it from this angle, but if you were to go outside and then look at the car from the front, you actually see a camera there. What that camera is used for is to detect the lines that you can see on the road for things like lane departure warning, your active cruise control if you have it. But what's really cool about this view is that if you were using the BMW navigation, you actually see arrows shown right there letting you know where exactly the turn is. So you can see that I just activated the BMW maps. Now it's not really going to show it because we're in a really odd spot right now, but this little guy right there is actually a giant arrow that actually shows on the screen itself. And then it'll basically guide you as to when the turn is about to come up. That arrow sign that you see there will get bigger and bigger as you get closer to the turn. So definitely check to see if your car has that, if you have the Parking Assistance Pro or Plus. Again, the way that I got to there was this hamburger icon here. Your BMW may have a settings icon there. You also have to have iDrive 8.5 and above. Now, one of the most common ones is going to be rear view camera. Pretty much every BMW has this one. Anytime you go either into reverse, it's going to activate all by itself. Or if you were to just manually push on this button right here, which is the parking assistance button, this is a really small button, but there's so many different types of features inside here. We will probably spend a lot of time just pushing onto this button and then going through the menus here. You have a rear view camera that, again, all BMWs have. You got these red boxes, yellow boxes, green boxes here, letting you know how close you are getting to the car behind you. If I were to put the gear into drive, it would actually show me the front camera, as you can see right here, and then I could also move the steering wheel to have the lines adjust also. Pretty cool. And then if we look to our right, we have another camera system here, which is going to be our top-down view. What's really cool about this one is that you can actually see how far your door will open. With these little blurry lines right here, it lets you know how far your door is going to open and what it could potentially bump into. But a big thing I like to mention with these cameras right here is if you click on these guys, you can actually see your back left, and then we have our back right side right there, letting you know how close you are to a line. I recommend keeping this one on right here. It's like two cameras facing forward, backward with the A on it. So when you do that, now your camera system will automatically adjust the view according to your parking situation. If something may be close to your back left side, it'll show the back left camera and whatnot. Also, if you're going into reverse, you can also see a really cool top-down view. And again, that's happening because I clicked on that automatic camera function. So this camera now will rotate front, back left, forward, or the right, depending on your parking situation, which is really, really cool. So that's one of the things that I do recommend doing. Another one is going to be assist view. Nothing too crazy with assist view. Pretty much every car has this. Assist view is just showing you the parking sensors here. Again, the more red you see, the closer you are getting to the car behind you. A big one is going to be panorama view. So panorama view, a lot of cars will have this. Your panorama view button, if you have this package, is either going to be inside this screen, which I access through this parking assistance button right there, or your panorama view may be an optional button that is going to be listed right here. Panorama view is useful at times. I probably don't use this too much, but I'll explain how exactly panorama view works. It basically shows a wide surround view of either what's behind you or what's in front of you. So right now my rear view camera is activated. If I were to go into drive, what's going to happen is that the front camera is going to activate, and then I'm going to have these yellow lines here to help me guide myself into a spot. But the most important thing about surround view is the fact that it has a automated feature. If you look right here to the right, you see things like activation point, manage points. Mine's blurred out right now because I don't have my profile set up on this brand new car. But what this can do is you can basically get to your favorite parking spot every single day. And then if it's a spot that may be a little bit difficult to park into, this view of the front or the back can pop on all by itself if you set it up as an activation point with this button right there. So basically, depending on where you're driving, you can set up different activation points along wherever you are. And then the next time you get to that activation point, this surround view will pop on all by itself, helping you park. Whenever I get my coffee every single morning, the drive-through line that I go to is very, very tight. I get a little bit worried that I might hit the curb on the side. So I set up that drive-through line as an activation point so this view would pop up, and then it would help me guide myself straight through the drive-through line, the very tight one. Now, again, with the screen, we are still in parking assistance right here, this button. Down here on the lower left, you're gonna see another icon right here called More. Now, for my BMWs that have a trailer mount hooked up in the back, you do have to get this from the factory. Your BMW has to be built with it. It's really cool because you do get a trailer coupling view. So what this is you can see this really thin white line here. This will actually help you mount your tow hitch, and then if I turn the wheel, this white line will actually move left and right, which is really, really cool. So for people who do a lot of towing, this may be something that has to be a must-have feature, because in the past you used to have to use the rear view camera and then just kind of eyeball down how close that hitch would be in the back. But having this trailer hitch view or trailer view gives you a really cool white line here that helps you guide yourself right onto that trailer and then couple it very, very quickly. So again, that was under this More button right there. Another view we have is car wash view. This one's also really cool. I probably don't use this too much, but we got two black lines here that will actually move and help you align yourself into a car wash if you turn your wheel left and right just like this. It will also adjust the beeping sensors, the parking sensors within the car, so it's not continuously going off like crazy. Now the next one is also a really cool one, but we did want to mention that we do have a few more BMW key fob covers left. These key fobs are $900 to $1,000, so treat this key fob just like your phone. You definitely want to put a case on it. Again, the links for these BMW compatible key fob covers is going to be right below the video, so definitely check that out as soon as you're done watching this. So next up, we do have a 3D view. If I go into more right there, we do see 3D view right there. Not a whole lot that you can do with this. I will say that it looks really cool, but the actual practicality of it is not really there in my opinion. You can either click on these little white lines here. You can also use your iDrive controller to rotate this, and then it'll rotate the car like so. If you have gesture control, you can do one of these movements just like this to also rotate the view. For my newer BMWs, a lot of them are starting to come with their camera that you may see right around here. This X5 doesn't have it, but if you have a BMW that has that camera way up here, you will also have an app inside your settings where you're going to see interior camera. It's also going to be another red icon. But if you were to go into that interior camera function, it is a little bit more on the gimmicky side, but you can use that to take selfies whenever you're going on a road trip. One feature that I do love about the interior camera is that you can set it up so that whenever you smile, it'll snap the picture. But the more practical use of that interior camera is the fact that once that drive recorder goes off, if anything happens to the BMW, that interior camera will also record whoever's trying to take off with your car, hopefully not. Or if there's anything inside the car, you may also grab an interior view of whatever's going on the outside. So that could also be a more practical use for the interior camera. Another one is going to be remote camera 3D view. This is going to be found in your My BMW app. Your BMW app can also activate cameras inside the car, but one thing you need to do before you use the app to activate your cameras is going to be the fact that you have to allow permissions. So if you go into settings, you want to look for a thing called data privacy. For my iDrive 8.5 customers, if you go into browse menu and then type in privacy, you're actually going to see it pop up here. For my X1s, X2s, X3s, you may just have to search for the actual icon inside the system settings. But what I like to do to make sure that those features are on, ready to go, is I always allow all services to be on. What that will do is allow your BMW app to either record video remotely or take pictures remotely. And this remote camera 3D view feature, if you go into the app on the front page, you're going to see where exactly it is. I believe it's under remote services. If you click on that, you're also going to see remote camera 3D view. There's been times where I parked in a really odd spot. I just wanted to park in a spot where nobody else would park beside me, just so they don't ding my door. And then whenever I just kind of have that paranoia about where I'm parked, then I can quickly just go into the BMW app, and then I could take a snapshot of either the outside or the inside, and then just kind of swivel around the car, almost like a 3D picture. It's a really cool feature. Again, if you're parked in a weird spot, or if you just kind of wanted to check on your car for whatever reason, then this is a really cool camera system to use. A bit of a bonus feature from my X3s as far as I know, a lot of the 5 Series as well. If you go into this parking view one more time, parking assistance view, you're gonna go into more, locator right there. A lot of BMWs, they actually have camera cleaning. So where this menu popped up, I'm pretty sure if you have a 5 Series, if you have an X3, you should have this. You're gonna have a really cool feature called camera cleaning, which will actually clean the cameras in the front and in the back. Now, another camera that probably 80% of BMW owners have no idea about is going to be the driver-facing camera. It's super hard to see, but there is a infrared camera located right inside here. You can see this little cutout of like a black rectangle. That is actually an infrared camera that watches out for your facial movements. If you are somebody who is using driver's assistant professional, where the car can self-drive itself on the highway, that infrared camera that is hidden right there is going to keep track of your head movements. It's going to make sure that your eyes and your face are facing forward. So that is how the car can tell that you're not paying attention or paying attention. If you are somebody who is looking down, probably being on your phone, which is not recommended, or if you're looking off to the other side, not paying attention to the road, that infrared camera will actually detect it and then make sure that you're on your best behavior.